Hello, hello, my people. We are here for week 5 of the Altered Index Challenge. For some reason, it seems like I'm like right up in your face, but guess not. So this week's prompt is puzzle, which is fun because I actually have a puzzle die set. Get my card out for this week. And I think I want some inks as well. Excuse me. So I have this one that's a single piece. I have this one that's 4 pieces that come together and form a heart. And then I have this one that is 16 pieces. So I glued an image to book page just to give it a little bit of stability. And I went ahead and run this through my Sizzix off camera, but I will take it apart. I'm not sure how to, taking it apart's not really the right word there, but I'll take it out of the die with you guys on camera. Let's see. Let me grab my inks. Ooh. This box is heavy. Just all the way on the other side of the room. And while I realize I just took all of this out, I'm going to put it back in because I need to put my messy paper down. Sorry, you can hear my printer running in the background. I finally reached out to the parent of the person that wanted the tiger and bunny journal. And I'm like, I cannot for the life of me conceptualize these two things together. Help. And so we actually settled on just bunnies. And I'm going to do lily flowers as well. So I've got digital printing on the back in the background. So this is Vintage Photo Distress Spray. Whoop, I totally missed my paper. I overshot it and I actually shot my book back here. Let's see, what other colors do I got over there? Got some orangish hues. This is Abandoned Coral. And I'm doing this first because I need to I'm gonna have to let it air dry because I literally just put my dropped it in my lap. I just put my heat tool away. Like not even 20 minutes ago. And we'll do some shimmer. Oh, I think shimmer's broken. I need to figure out how to mark these too, so I know which ones don't actually spray. I guess I can just put an X on the top, huh? Ooh. Rinse that off. And coral. So that there is abandoned coral, vintage photo, and then of the Ranger inks, and then this Heidi Swap Color Shine Vibrant Mustard. Okay. Go ahead and put these somewhere for now. Okay. On top of my die cut machine. Gotta fill in that little square there in the middle. Put that aside. Oh, okay. Whoops. My goodness, I am like so dropsy. Just gonna give that a little assistance in drying here. And yes, it does bleed through, so I will cover this like normal. I don't know if I have, oh, yep, I do. I'm not sure I have another one in here, but I did. So, scissors. Let's just go ahead and get this cut out. So how are you guys liking this project? Are you liking what I'm doing? Are you watching other channels? Have you found any creators, other YouTube creators that you are new to you that you like through this process? Between this one and the full deck challenge, have you found any creators that you like? Figured I might as well just do this while I had it. While I had it out. I'm printing bunnies. Oh, yep, I should have told it fit to page. But that's okay. We can make do. He's cute. Fun. And then I have 2 other digital kits that I ordered off of Etsy to go with it as background pages. The little lily flowers. One of them is a full kit, so it's got tags and cards and pockets, and stuff like that. And then the other one is just background pages, so I can mix them. And I went with pink tones, trying to keep it young, because the recipient is 10, almost 11, so I didn't want to do like super adulty type backgrounds. I still wanted it to be kind of childish. Get off. Really? Stubborn. Okay, we got right this line where it apparently did not get enough glue. And yay, Pam at the Paper Outpost. She is back. She dropped her video yesterday. So she's got 4 new digital kits in her Etsy. She's got a Fundle deal going on. Her Fundle is packs of various types of paper that she puts together, book pages. Um, she does a lot of genuine, like one of a kind ephemera in her journaling. I said before, she's like a true junk journaler in the respect that she literally uses product that, things as product that normally would get thrown away. I was hoping for. There it is. I'm like, where's my chunky? Where's my chunky? See, and with the paper book page backing, they're not super stiff, but they're not, super bendy either. And I'm just going to run my permanent marker. We'll see how tonight goes. We're having a really rough time with Lizzie, our other old lady. You may remember that back in November we had to put Lily down, the one we had that had the bone cancer. So she had the big growth on her head. Well, I think Lizzie's going downhill faster than my husband is prepared to accept, unfortunately, but she can barely walk at this point. She lays down and then she tries to stand up and her legs are numb and they buckle underneath her. It's a pitiful sight. Well, the last 2 nights she's got some got some black on there. I didn't mean to. The last 2 nights she has gone potty in the house, both pee and poo, rather than, and it's extra frustrating because, I'm awake, but, rather than coming and alerting to me that she needs to go outside, she just does her business on the floor now. And I don't know if she's been experiencing some dementia stuff for a while. So I don't know if that's just part of the dementia now, or, she's not able to control it long enough to like get somebody's attention. I don't know. But at the same time, she literally, a couple weeks ago, my daughter was here and she stood right next to my daughter and peed right at her feet. So it's like, clearly you had to let her, let somebody know that you needed to go out, and she didn't. So not exactly sure where he's at. And when we put Lily down, I, had commented that I was surprised that he handled it so well. And he's like, well, blah, 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 which, what he said, we're all pretty much in concurrence, was BS. He was just being macho, and not wanting to admit that he was hurt. But he had said at that time that having to put Lizzie down or losing Arrow for him is going to be a lot harder. But she's going down fast. She's getting skinny. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough having old dogs, especially when you have a stubborn husband. So we're still in pain management mode essentially, and I don't know. We'll see how bad. It's a day by day. We're having to make a decision each and every day. I mean, I would like for her to be able to hold out until the kids come in April, but I don't know. She's going down fast. So I fear that she's not going to make it for them to get here to say goodbye. And poor Mina, she was here at Thanksgiving. Lily, we'd already put Lily down, and Mina was here at Thanksgiving, and she kept talking. She'd be like, Arrow, Lizzie, Lily, Arrow, Lizzie, Lily, Lily. But she never asked where she was, and she didn't really notice, or at least not that we could tell, that she wasn't here. And then she was here at the beginning of December, a couple weeks later, and they were just in town, and her mom had a doctor's appointment here in the Tri, and so I watched the kids while mom was at the mom and TJ's mom were in town. They were going to do some Christmas shopping while they didn't have the 7-year-old with them, and she was like, finally realized that she wasn't seeing her, and she's like, and then she started asking about her, and we're like, oh, okay, time to have the conversation. So we sat her down, and we explained to her that we sent her to doggy heaven, and she got really sad and upset, and we explained to her, remember that bump on her head? Well, that was the bump. That bump was making her really sick. I said, and so she's in animal heaven, and we pointed out that we just said that she's with Django, which was her bearded dragon that they had to put down a couple years ago, and she cried for a few minutes, and then she went around and she gave all of us hugs, and then said, it's okay, she's not hurting anymore. And then she was over, and I was like, wow. Okay. And it's sad to think that at her tender age of 7, she's already experienced so much animal death that she adjusts that quickly, but at the same time, I'm glad she does. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that her mom has a rescue complex. She's a failed adopter. She takes animals in to nurse until adoption, and then they never leave her house. So they historically had animals that were not in the best of health. So obviously they pass on earlier than what they normally would have. And she's been, Mina's been there to experience a lot of that. And Sam's done a really good job explaining it to her as, each has occurred, and preparing her ahead of time. And so it's not a shock when it happens. But she's got a little urn with Django's ashes that sit in her bedroom on her dresser. And every once in a while, she'll pick him up and she'll carry him around the house. And she's just like, I just needed to hold him for a little bit. It's so cute. But he was her therapy dragon. He would just snuggle in with her for hours. And he would just sit on her chest and just sit there and not move. It was definitely her emotional support creature. This is harder than I was anticipating. Oops. And I am, going around all of these because I'm not going to use all of them. I don't know which ones I'm going to use. So I want to make sure they're all outlined. So this week, I will be starting to film some of my other projects. I've been dropping my videos as premieres and I sit and wait and chat, but so far nobody's coming to talk to me during my premieres. That's okay. Dang it. My puzzle piece keeps flexing under my finger. So I'm getting all inkied. Glad the weekend is over. So this is a fun little die. I don't remember. I bought it a long time ago. But it's nice and like card making and stuff because you can take an image like I did with this one, just take an image and run it through the die and turns it into a little miniature puzzle. So it makes a cute gift for a kid, that's not expensive. And if, it gets ruined, not that major of a deal. Be fun for like at a kid's birthday party or something. Moose has got a birthday coming up. Little Squirt will be 8. Ugh. Craziness. Where'd my envelope go? Oh, there it is. It's in there where I put it. So yeah, I hope people can start coming in and checking out some of my premieres and chatting with me while you watch my craft. Let's see. I'm going to use Fabrifix. I'm going to go up that way. And then anything that hangs over, I can cut off. My printing is done. And then this one. Wait. I think I might be upside down. I am. Like, I think I might be upside down. I absolutely was. Get some of these put down. And then we'll put some of the other stuff. Put this one. I'm going to hold off on any more for the moment. So make sure that I don't lose track of what's where. And there. Okay. Let's see if I can get these further up out of the way. Okay, then I am clumsy, man. Fiddling and flopping and so carousel art. And I don't know how well you can tell, but the images of a carousel horse. See, I keep forgetting just how little space I actually have on these. Let's see. And we're just gonna put these in random places. Go away, glue. I'm going to cut this down just along those lines, just to make it a little smaller. That's it. I pull out all these things and I'm like, oh, ooh, ooh. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, I've got little tiny space. paint, die cutting. Toss those in there. I might find a use for them later on. You do a little bit of mark making. You don't need a whole lot of bubble wrap. Because again, working with a small space. These scissors don't want to cut anything. Snickerdoodle. There went my full deck challenge box. Up onto the floor. And if you remember, I had my container of violets in that box. There they're now all over my carpet. I'm going to scoop them all into one spot. And I will finish picking those up later. Good Lord, I am having like the worst time. Black. Great googly moogly. I swear I need a whole other table just to like set my projects on while I work on other projects. Okay. Plain old bubble wrap. Tap it in the ink. Tap it onto the... This works better with paint. Just putting some dots. Frustrating. Oh, I know I have two messes to clean up in here. I bumped the box with my booty. They're full of carpet fuzz and paper scraps and glue glurbs. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. And yeah, I just got done filming for this, which is why it was still out. Otherwise, because if it was up on the shelf where it sits for the week, I wouldn't have been able to knock it over. But since I literally just got done filming, I hadn't put it away yet. One, two, yellow, green, and green. Okay. Let's try that again. Oops, these go in there. All right. So here is week 5 of the index challenge. I'm going to get my black marker out and I'm going to go back over these. Just to help them stand out a little bit more. Whew. Permanent marker stinks. Okay. Oh, should we go around? Yeah, let's go around that too. There we go. All right. Quick and simple. So come back next week. Hit the like button on your way out if you didn't do so on the way in. And as always, share and subscribe and do the likes and do all those other YouTubey things. I would greatly appreciate the support. And with that, we will talk to you in the next video. Bye.